I'm not like the Flash at all. Some would say I'm the reverse.
How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's Teddy here from Team TJ, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today we are going to be taking a look at the Fisks Superheroes mod. Oh, yes! So this is an amazing mod that actually rivals Superheroes Unlimited, if you've ever heard of that mod. I might actually do a review on it someday as well. Anyway, but basically this mod adds in new super suits for both Marvel and DC superheroes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Arrowverse from the CW, which I absolutely love both. Probably love DC more though. So let's get started with each of this stuff. But first things first, guys, let's go over to blocks. So there are actually two kinds of ore that you can find in the world now, and they are Tutrium and Vibranium. So you're gonna need both of these, and these are like interesting blocks. I will go over what these do for later, and of course the cosmic treadmill from the Flash. Oh yes. So one important thing that you're gonna need is this, the suit fabricator. So to craft this is going to be 4 blocks of iron, stone, crafting table, 2 stone slabs, and a Tutrium gem, which you get from that new ore, and you make the suit fabricator. So yeah, that's basically it. So this thing, basically, this is how you get each of the suits. You actually don't craft them, you just get them. And so I'm going to grab some of those gems, because you actually need the gems to get the suits, actually. So you just, like, throw them in, and, like, just look at this. You get, like, now you have plenty of the material, so you can get all these suits for basically just, these are like a currency. It's like a vending machine kind of thing for super suits. But I've already set up them all on mannequins, so we are going to be going over them all that way. So first off, let's go over Ant-Man. So here we go. Here is the Ant-Man suit that I am wearing. I think it looks absolutely awesome. One thing I don't like is you can't see your hand or whatever you're holding in your hand with one of these suits on. That's the only downside. Also, by the way, this mod actually did update with 2 more suits and a few more features. However, I couldn't get that one to work properly, so I'm back to this older version. So basically, as Ant-Man, I can shrink. There we go, I am tiny. Look at this, I am an absolutely tiny man. I'm absolutely tiny. But I jump high as well. And you see that bar above my hot bar? That is actually like how long I have before I get sent to the microverse as I'm shrunk. So let's hit M, and that allows us to get big again. That's, I think, basically all Ant-Man can do. It's not too much. He has some pretty cool abilities, so like, I love the fact that he can shrink, but one of the suits does it better than that. The next suit is the Arrow. So, as the Arrow, I look pretty darn awesome. And basically, you're gonna need this, the compound bow. And to craft this, it is 4 iron ingots, 3 string, and 1 stick, and that is the compound bow. And actually does look pretty cool in my hand. I think it looks cool. And then you need this, the quiver. And actually, if you have the quiver on, you actually see it on your back, which is pretty awesome. If you just have it in your inventory, it can be anywhere, and it will appear. So, these are all the different arrows. There are normal arrows, explosive arrows, grappling hook arrows, triple arrows, carrows, firework arrows, and fire charge arrows. So first let's go over how to craft the quiver. To craft the quiver, you're going to need 5 leather, 1 iron ingot, and 1 cactus green. But there's also the automatic quiver, which is the quiver with a hopper. Basically, if you have the automatic quiver, just get it, and just putting an arrow in your inventory will put it in. So I am actually going to show you each of these different arrows and what they can do. So I'm gonna put them in my quiver. So you basically treat it like this. You just right click with it in your hand, and you can put each of these in there. And now you put it back on your back and hold the bow, and as you can see on my side, I have a new hotbar for that. And if you hit F, it changes which arrow it is. So let's start with the normal arrow. So basically I shoot this. That's the normal arrow I just shot. I cannot see my hand, stupidly. But hey, whatever. I think it still looks pretty darn awesome. So yeah, just look at that. Look. And I shoot the arrow. So yeah, that's the normal one. This is the explosive one. Yeah, it explodes. It doesn't actually hurt the ground, but it will hurt mobs. So chicken, goodbye. So next up is the triple arrow. This will actually shoot 3 arrows at the same time. And I love the sound effect. Now there's the grappling hook arrow. So I'm going to shoot that tree over there. And basically it pulls you towards it. It is absolutely awesome. You just punch to get it removed. So yeah, and the Caro, I actually have no idea what the point of this is actually supposed to be. I think it might have something to do with pigs. Anyway, so let's get the next arrows in. So I'm going to remove these, and the firework arrow and the flame charge arrow. So let's get that on our back again. And now the firework arrow, I don't think it does anything. Like, I've tried it before off camera, it doesn't seem to do anything. And the fire charge arrow, it just lights whatever it hits on fire, so not that special, but they all are pretty darn awesome. So I'm going to put all these back, and we are going to move on to the next suit. Next suit is Arsenal. Now, Arsenal does look pretty cool, but he does nothing different other that the green arrow can't do. So there's that. That's fine, though. It's fine. Another look, and I like it better because it's red. I love red. If you're new to this channel, or it's not obvious enough, red is my favorite color. Just to let you know. Next up is the Atom. The Atom is the other shrinking suit, but I think it is so much better than the Ant-Man suit, because you can actually fly. Look at this, you can fly, and it's such a cool looking animation as well. That's a weird looking one, but yeah, so let's land, and I can also close up the mask, which I think is a better look anyway. So yeah, I think I look pretty awesome as this. So, and again, you can also shrink, but you can fly while you're shrunk as well. It looks a little glitchy, but that's fine. Actually, here's the view that you actually have while you're shrunk. So yeah, I think it looks cool. So let's grow back to normal size. And yeah, I love this suit. So let's put that back. Next is the Atom Smasher. So this suit is a bit different. So I look a little strange, and I can actually grow bigger. Look at this, I can grow to be this big. Look at how tall I am now. And I jump really high as well. Or I could just hit N and shrink back to normal size. So yeah, I think that's an interesting suit. Definitely interesting. Next is the Batman. And Batman, he's Batman, but he has a cape that flows behind. I think that's pretty cool. He also comes with this, the grappling gun, which basically is like those grappling hook arrows. You can fire it and get pulled over there and just punch to remove it. So yeah, but apart from that, Batman, not very unique. Next is the Black Canary. So there we go. I'm wearing the Black Canary suit. I look a little odd because I have girl hair right now. And you can kind of see my red hair underneath. So yeah, it's a little strange. So basically, the Black Canary, basically, you can actually use N and she screams. Look at that. I'm screaming right directly through my mouth and it will hurt enemies. So, I'm gonna go over to here. Yeah, so you need to kind of be a little close to use it, but look at that. The chicken is dead just because I'm screaming at it. As well as Black Canary also has weapons. The Black Canary Tactical Ton Fence, they are crafted with 4 handles and 2 obsidian, and the handles are an ink sac and a stick. I actually forgot how to show you guys the recipe for the grappling hook. The grappling hook is crafted out of 2 iron ingots, a block of iron, a lead, a button, spruce wood planks, and the gun base, which is crafted out of an iron ingot, iron bars, and 2 blocks of iron. And each of the arrows, well, I'll just show you guys the recipes for each. I would really recommend using not enough items if you're gonna be playing this mod, because you're gonna need it. Anyway, so the Black Canary weapons, yeah, I think I look pretty cool holding them, and if I actually am dual wielding them, like, hit left, hit right. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So, let me spawn in a zombie. No, not a zombie, it would burn in daylight. A zombie pig man instead. Alright, so boom, boom, boom. There we go. Quite a lot of damage. Especially if you spam them. Next is the Black Panther. Now, the Black Panther, he is pretty cool. A really cool looking suit. But I don't think he jumps high, but apart from that, he doesn't really have any really special abilities. But I still think it's kind of cool. So, yeah, hold on. Let me see if he's got any special abilities. And no, he doesn't. I guess he's just kind of strong and fast. But still, the Black Panther, pretty cool looking suit. I think he looks really awesome. So, let's put him back. Next is Captain America. And, of course, he looks amazing. Captain America always looks amazing. So, his shield is crafted out of 1 white vibranium disc, 2 red vibranium discs, blue vibranium disc, and a vibranium plate. You get the vibranium plate from the ore, and as for each of the discs, it's basically you take a vibranium disc and apply the dye to it. And to get the vibranium disc, it's just 4 vibranium plates that you get from the ore. So let's pull out the shield, and of course he looks awesome. So I can block with it, and I can smack with it, and I think, I'm not sure if I can throw it, hold on. But apparently the shield cannot be thrown, maybe that'll be implemented later, I don't know. But still pretty awesome. Next up is Captain Cold. So he looks very awesome. My name is Leonard Snart. I like things cold. That's my impression of Captain Cold, or Wentworth Miller, the guy who plays him in the CW. And here is the cold gun that he uses. So, to craft it is 3 iron ingots, 1 ice, 1 button, and the gun base again as well. And if you use the cold gun, which does look really awesome in hand, you can freeze anything. Look at that. It looks so cool. So let's actually freeze a chicken. It just literally kills the chickens, though, if I try to freeze them with it. Like, just look at this. It's like an instant kill for chickens. I think it's pretty awesome. Next up is Colossus. I don't really know who this dude is, but you get big, and he doesn't actually have any special abilities. I think he's just strong. So yeah, not too special, but kind of cool. Next up is the Dark Archer Malcolm Merlin, or the League of Assassins set. Basically the same as both Arsenal and Arrow, but looks pretty cool. I like the mask going on, so yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. Next up is the famous Merc with a Mouth Deadpool. So, there we go. I am Deadpool. He jumps pretty high, and he looks pretty awesome, I must say. And he, of course, comes with his katanas, which are crafted out of 2 katana blades, 2 handles, and 2 gold nuggets. To craft the katana blades, it is just 3 iron ingots like that. And you've got the katanas, and just like Black Canary's weapons, it's just a dual-wielding thing, so pretty awesome. So yeah, and they look really cool in his hands as well. I really think that this looks amazing. So yeah, Deadpool. Next up is Falcon, and Falcon, he's pretty awesome as well. Basically, as the Falcon, I can actually use his wings. So basically, think of them like the Elytra from the newer Minecraft updates. Like, look at that. Yeah, they're basically like the Elytra, but holy crap, are they kind of difficult to control in third person, so it's better to use them in first person, and I'll try landing, whatever. So, let's go put this back on, but still pretty awesome. Next up is both of the Firestorm suits, the Ronnie Raymond version and the Jefferson Jackson version. So both of them do the exact same thing. So here we go with the Ronnie Raymond version, and I can fly as it, and the fire is coming out of my hands. And I can throw the fire as well. I can just punch with the fire. And I can actually cool down my head as well, but yeah. Now this suit, it looks okay, but I prefer the Jefferson Jackson look because, I mean, just look, it looks so much cooler. And you can do pretty much all the exact same things as well, so yeah, why not? I think it looks so much cooler. Next up is Geomancer. I don't know why he's in the mod. I mean, he wasn't a big deal in the Flash TV series, but he's here nonetheless. So I think he's going to be kind of destructive to the ground, so I'm going to go over here to use him. So, I can, actually, what can I do with... Does he do anything? Is he completely useless? Okay, so apparently he's supposed to be able to create tremors, but I can't get him to do it, so I'm not sure if he's complete yet or not, but he kind of looks a little interesting for a suit, so yeah, pretty cool. Next is the Green Arrow, which is the later version of Arrow, and once again, I think he looks pretty cool. Not as good as the Arsenal look, but still pretty awesome. Kind of like the sleeveless thing going on. And again, the bow thing as well is all the same. Next up is Heat Wave. So, I put on Heat Wave, and yes, he looks pretty awesome. So, basically, here is his heat gun, which is crafted out of 3 iron ingots, the gun base button, and blaze powder. And of course, I look really awesome with it, and I can fire at things. So yes, burn. Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome, but still, really, I just love all these. Next up is Iron Man. So, of course, he can fly, the awesomeness that is Iron Man, and I can open up the mask. There we go, and there's my face right there in the helmet. I can fly like this as well. And yeah, I just think it looks really awesome. I like this suit a lot, and he can power up a blast. And I'm not sure, can he fire? I'm not sure if he can fire, hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah, you right click after holding it back, so bang, 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 and he kind of needs to charge up, but still cool. Next up is Kid Flash, and this is the first of the speedsters, so yeah, I think he looks kind of interesting. So, if I hit N, I have engaged the Speed Force, so I can run super fast. Look at this running. It's pretty awesome, and if I actually hit M, I actually have slowed down time. So I'm moving at what would be normal speed if I was just playing normally, but everything else is moving incredibly slow. I think that's really cool. So yeah, that is the Kid Flash suit, and one cool thing about each of the speedster suits are these. The Flash rings, which you can actually just like make a blank one and put each of the suits in. So I'm actually going to show you the recipe for a blank one. So here's a blank Flash ring, and just to craft it, it's 7 gold nuggets and 1 gold ingot. Pretty easy if you got a lot of gold, so not that difficult. Next up is Killer Frost. So basically, with Killer Frost, I can basically charge up, And my hands are now completely ice. And I can blast ice bolts as well. Like, look at that. I can freeze things, and then I can actually charge up and shoot bigger ones. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Killer Frost, pretty cool looking suit. Next up is Martian Manhunter, both versions. So this is the CW version, and the other one is the comic book version. So Martian Manhunter, he can fly, of course, and but apart from that, you can actually shapeshift as well into like different things, like different players. However, I wasn't able to get it to work. For some reason, it just comes out as a really glitched Steve. So I'm gonna type in my own name, and yeah, I just come out as a really, really messed up looking Steve. So yeah, and if you hit M, you revert back. But still kind of cool, but I prefer the comic book one, not because of its look. It looks a lot worse, but because of one power it has that the other one doesn't. And that is, if you hit H, bam, heat vision, oh yes. So yeah, I think we got jinxed with this one. So yeah, but still pretty awesome. Next up is the Reverse Flash, and get ready for this. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm not like the Flash at all. Some would say I'm the reverse.
So yeah, he has all the vibrations and everything, so I'm going to activate the Speed Force, and I got the red lightning going behind me. I'm slowing down time now, and yeah, it just looks so cool. I love this one, definitely. This is probably my favorite one because of the red glowing eyes and everything. I always liked Reverse Flash, so yeah, let's put him back. Next up is a bit of an odd one. I think he's just made up for the mod, and it is Senor Cactus. How dumb is this? I'm not really sure what he does. Like, I can't think of anything. Oh, he shoots like cactus spikes everywhere. But apart from that, that is literally all he does. And he actually, I think it's because of him that a new mob was actually added, and that is the cactus itself. And there it is. There it is, Mr. Cactus. I'm gonna kill the cactus, and now it's dead, and then it falls apart into the different individual pieces. It spawns in the desert. It's an interesting mob. I don't understand it at all. But, you know, whatever. Next is the Flash. Again, just another speedster. Looks cool, and same abilities as well as Kid Flash and Reverse Flash. So yeah, not as cool looking as Reverse Flash though, but still cool. Next up is the Hunter Zolomon Flash suit, as well as the Jay Garrick Flash suit. So yeah, here is the Hunter Zolomon look. Kind of interesting. And I'm going to put that back quickly, and here is the Jay Garrick look as well. And yeah, I think I like the Jay Garrick look better because it's a brighter red and all that. And then there's the Rival, which actually looks pretty cool. Even though he looked kind of dorky in the show, I think this actually looks a lot better than how he looked in the show. So yeah, he looks really cool. Next up is Trajectory, or I guess you could say Jesse Quick, and I guess it's kind of okay. Not the best looking suit, and again, it's just another speedster. So, yeah, kind of boring. Next up is Zoom, and he is the last one. And Zoom, well, again, he actually is just another speedster, and he's got the blue lightning trailing behind him because of the Velocity 9, and of course slow down time, but of course he's got the blue lightning flowing around him at all times anyway. He looks really awesome. And I just put these up just to show that you can put the vanilla armor on these awesome stands, which I am going to show you how to craft a display stand. It is just 2 wool and 3 stone slabs. How easy is that? Just find some stone, get a furnace, grab some sheep. You got one of these. Pretty easy to get. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go over a couple of the other items, and then I think I'll end the review. So first off is the Tachyon prototype and the Tachyon device, which you can strap the Tachyon device to your chest, but the Tachyon prototype won't do anything. This will basically make any of the speedster suits faster. So the Tachyon prototype, it doesn't do anything, but you craft it out of 3. But you crafted out 4 iron ingots, 4 iron bars, and 1 tachyon battery, which is crafted out of 1 tachyonic particle core, which I don't know how to get, and 4 iron ingots and 4 diamonds. They're kind of expensive. Then the tachyon device is 4 gold, 4 iron, and another tachyon battery. And you can recharge them with tachyon particles shells, which again, I don't know how you get those, but I showed you them over here. That's what they are. And over here, we got the flash emblem and the reverse flash emblem. I don't know how you get either of those. And then there's the Velocity 9 itself, and to craft it is a Nether Star, Blaze Powder, Gas Tier, Potion of Swiftness, Speed 2, and an Ender Pearl. So, yeah, that's kind of expensive. So I'm gonna drink this, and now I'm a speedster without a suit on, which is kind of cool. And it will last for 10 minutes, but I'm just gonna kill myself because I don't want to be a speedster all that time. So, yeah, and now I'm gonna show you a couple things. First off, I'm gonna show you the Cosmic Treadmill and kind of like what I can do with it. So I'm gonna pull out Reverse Flash, and that's actually how the speedster rings work. So like I just right click with it and I got the suit. I just right click again, I don't have the suit. And they actually did a similar thing with the Atom as well. Where was it? Did I not put it in the chest? Okay, yeah, I didn't put it in the chest. The miniaturized Atom's exosuit. Basically, I hold this and then I right click, I got the suit on. I then hit J, the suit's back off. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'm gonna become the Reverse Flash, and then you can actually just right-click the Cosmic Treadmill, and then you can just like start running, I guess, on it. I don't really know how it works or what you do with it, but it does seem pretty cool. Actually, no, hold on. It's kind of like a, from what I can tell, it actually is like a Just Dance kind of thing. Oh, wow, that's nostalgic. Anyway, I don't know what you get if you actually do this, but I'm gonna get to the end and we'll see what happens. Alright, so I have boosted up my speed, basically, so that's what I can do with this. Now I think I'll go even faster now, which is actually pretty cool, how you can like rank up the speed. Now I'm gonna go into this. This is the subatomic particle core, and if you right click on it, you go to the microverse. Yes, and it's kind of interesting. Like there's atoms everywhere, and yeah, you get sucked into them as well. There's bedrock in them. It's actually kind of crazy how this world is. Like it looks so weird. There actually, I think that's the tachyonic particles stuff, actually. Like, I think that's what it is right there. That's some of it right there, and it's, let's actually go towards it and see. Yeah, like, there's nether-themed ones, and there's just simple ones. Yeah, so this, like, is, I guess, how you get it. So, yeah, this is kind of interesting. I kind of think it's an interesting, like, dimension kind of thing. So, yeah, that is basically that. So yeah, quite crazy. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's mod showcase video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please do leave a big fat thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, this happens to be the first video that you have seen by me. Please do consider subscribing to join Team TJ today for awesome gameplay videos and other amazing content like this. And again, part of that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Tiny86 out. Goodbye, guys! How do I get out of here?